My dear students of second year, I am Pratap, and again I am here to discuss some of the other contents of the first unit, Fundamentals of Technical Communication. There are two things which I would love to say before to start this all. First, my efforts can be fruitful only when these can change the perception of all those students who are getting the understanding of these all contents changed from the previous mindset. Is that clear what I'm saying? This must be very much clear. If these are really comprehensible, if they are focusing on to change the perception which they have or which they had already there in the mind, then only these are helpful for them. Okay. And the second thing, thank you very much to all my friends who are appreciating these efforts even when these are not for them. Then too, I'm really very much pleased to get the comments of every one of you. Thank you very much. So let's start with the contents of this unit. Okay, please have focus, everyone. Now, the content which we have today to discuss, that is technical style. Is that clear? So let's understand this in altogether different way as I generally do. Okay, so फर्स्ट आंसर टू योर सेल्फ, जैसा कि मैंने पहले भी बोला था, प्लीज I will try to use both the languages, but if something is not explained by me, please try to understand this thing, which is very much important. I am trying to use both the languages. If something is not touched by me, please let me know about that. Okay, whatever means of communication you have in your hands to discuss that, to ask that, to inquire that from me, please use that. Okay, I don't want to be like lack with the understanding to anyone, because this video is not only for those who are the direct students to me. ये सिर्फ उनके लिए नहीं है जो मेरे डायरेक्ट स्टूडेंट्स हैं. These all videos are for those all students who are studying in BTech second year. Okay, is that clear? Okay, let's move ahead. जैसा कि मेरा तरीका है, the way which I generally use to explain the things with the words which are used to name something. Okay, like this is technical style. Look at the cursor. If I'm not wrong, all of you do know STOILE quite clearly. यदि मैं गलत नहीं हूं, आप सभी बहुत अच्छी तरह जानते हैं what a style is. Style is all about the way which you adopt to show yourself. Yes or no? This word can be used when you use a different way to wear attire. अलग तरीके के कपड़े परिधान जब आप पहनते हैं तब भी आप उसे स्टाइल का कैडर देते हैं. when you have a different kind of a haircut on you, or on you, different haircut when you have, then too it is called by the people a different style. Yes or no? So style is altogether the way you use something to do, to perform, to act. Is that clear? And if you are adding technical to it, if you are adding technical as a word to it, it becomes the style you use to explain, to share, to impart the knowledge of technical field. Is that clear? So the distinct way you use to make the understanding of any technical subject, technical understanding, technical field to others is called technical style. Is that clear? मैं एक बार हिंदी में भी क्लियर कर देता हूं. वो अलग तरीका जो आप अपनी टेक्निकल अंडरस्टैंडिंग या किसी टेक्निकल सब्जेक्ट को लेके अपनी नॉलेज को, अपनी जानकारी को शेयर कर रहे हैं दूसरे के साथ, वही स्टाइल बन जाता है. लेट्स अंडरस्टैंड दिस with some of the definitions. First one is, we need to understand, जैसा कि मैंने ऊपर एक्सप्लेन कर ही दिया, the same is written definition of style. Style refers to the way someone says something, someone write something, कोई भी व्यक्ति कुछ कहता है या लिखता है, that becomes that we name as style. यहाँ पर हमने परिधान का नाम नहीं लिया है, यहाँ पे हमने किसी भी ऐसे यूनिक स्टैंडर्ड ऑफ एक्शन, यूनिक स्टैंडर्ड ऑफ लिविंग, यूनिक स्टैंडर्ड ऑफ बिहेवियर का नाम नहीं लिया है, बिकॉज वी आर अंडरस्टैंडिंग अ थियोरेटिकल सब्जेक्ट. हम थियोरेटिकल सब्जेक्ट को समझने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं. सो द वे समवन यूज्ड टू से और टू राइट समथिंग, इज दैट क्लियर? ओके, the same is written for the style. And what becomes technical style? Style in technical communication, this is the D1, means the first definition. Style in technical communication is the way one speaks or write to convey technical communication, technical understanding, the knowledge of technical subject. This is the definition first. Okay, let's understand the second definition. This is with the same understanding but altogether with the different words. Okay, so let's understand this one too. Style is the distinctive mode, you can call it a way, which we use in the first definition. So style is the distinctive mode or manner of expressing ideas in a language. किसी भी भाषा का प्रयोग करके जब अपने आइडियाज को आप एक्सप्रेस करते हैं, बताने की कोशिश करते हैं, उसके लिए जो तरीका, जो वे आप अपनाते हैं, जो अलग तरीका आप अपनाते हैं, that becomes the style of a person. Is that clear? Okay, let's understand the style. Let's understand that style, how it gets affected, means what are all the things, what are all the standards which decides your style, your manner, your distinctive mode. वो कौन कौन सी चीजें हैं जो आपके स्टाइल को डिसाइड करती हैं जब आप टेक्निकल कम्युनिकेशन करने की कोशिश करते हैं. Is that clear what I'm saying? Again I am repeating, please understand this thing. What are all those things which decides, what are all those modes, manners which decides your different or unique style of sharing some information, either in an oral way or in written way. ऐसा क्लियर? चाहे लिखित में या फिर बोलने में आप जो तरीका अपनाते हैं, वो कौन कौन सी चीजें हो सकती हैं जो आपका स्टाइल डिसाइड करा देती हैं. लेट्स अंडरस्टैंड दीज सम ऑफ द पॉइंट्स. द फर्स्ट वन इज वर्ड एंड फ्रेजेस. Words and phrases. If I'm not wrong, when you say something or when you write something, you can say or write only with the help of the words and the phrases which you use to express yourself. Means to express your ideas. Yes or no? So the words and phrases you use, that shows, that makes your idea either formal or informal. Is that clear? Is that clear what I'm saying? Means the way you use the different standard of words and of phrases you use to say something to others decides your formal and informal way of sharing the information. This must be clear to every one of you. शब्दों का और phrases का use आपको उसको formal और informal, आपका फॉर्मल और इनफॉर्मल बिहेवियर दर्शाता है, फॉर्मल और इनफॉर्मल बनाता है एक्चुअली आपको. द सेकेंड थिंग विच टू डिसाइड्स योर स्टाइल, दैट इज सेंटेंस स्ट्रक्चर. द वे यू फ्रेम द सेंटेंसेस, अगेन आई एम सेइंग द वे यू स्ट्रक्चर योर सेंटेंसेस टू डिसाइड्स योर स्टाइल. आप जिस तरीके से सेंटेंस का कंस्ट्रक्शन करते हैं वो भी आपके यूनिक स्टाइल को डिसाइड करता है. एंड इट कुड बी द सिंपलेस्ट वे which some people use, it could be a way which people do call that complex, it could be the use of some compound or mixed sentences for the structural purposes. Is that clear? Third point is sentence type. We all do know the different types of the sentences. हम अच्छी तरह जानते हैं अलग अलग types के sentences को. So what way you use, again I am saying what way, what kind of a statement you use which leads altogether a kind of a different expression on the people. Is that clear? That could be the affirmative way to frame the sentences, that could be the negative way of framing the sentences, that could be the interrogative way of the sentences, either of the different types of sentences which we have in English, that shows you different and unique style of sharing the information. Let's move on to know the next one. Discourse writing technique. This is for that purpose when you are exploring your technical understanding, technical knowledge with a written way of communication. So discourse writing technique, you can call it message writing technique. What टाइप ऑफ मैसेज राइटिंग टेक्निक यू आर यूजिंग, किस तरीके का तकनीक, किस तरीके का मेथड आप यूज कर रहे हैं अपने मैसेज को लिखने का. दैट कुड बी डिस्क्रिप्टिव, मीन्स describe करना. That could be descriptive way of writing technique, that could be narrative way of writing technique, that could be explanative way of writing technique, whatever, and lot many others. Two different techniques are there to express the messages to others. Is that clear? So discourse writing or message writing technique too decides your technical style. Let's move on to the next one, and it is very much simple and understandable. Audience consideration. Again, I'm saying audience consideration. If I'm not wrong, all of you can say it quite clearly as soon as you are getting informed about the changed audience. Changed audience means when you are going to share, impart your knowledge with the audience, when the audience category standards are changed, don't you think it affects directly you? Yes or no? In simple way, till the time you are not known to the category, the standards of the audience, you cannot decide the distinct or unique way to share the information. जब तक आपको ऑडियंस, श्रोतागणों की जानकारी नहीं है, तब तक आप अच्छी इंफॉर्मेशन अच्छे तरीके से या किसी भी अलहदा मींस यूनिक वे में उसे नहीं शेयर कर पाएंगे. सो ऑडियंस कंसिडरेशन इज टू मच इंपॉर्टेंट व्हेन यू शेयर द इंफॉर्मेशन विद द सीनियर, जूनियर, रिस्पेक्टर और एनीवन who can change your way of style, who all can change your way of style, decides actually that. Is that clear? Let's move on to know the last two things, last two modes which decides a technical style. Communicative context. Communicative context is all about something when you are sharing the technical understanding. Try to understand me for this second last point. Communicative context means when you are sharing something with someone, don't you think the way you give the value to that message, the way you give the value to that knowledge decides your way of explanation? Yes or no? जैसी वैल्यू आप उस इंफॉर्मेशन को देते हैं जो आप किसी के साथ शेयर कर रहे हैं, दोबारा बोल रहा हूं, जैसी वैल्यू आप अपनी इंफॉर्मेशन को देते हैं और जब आप उसे शेयर करते हैं, वो शेयर करने का तरीका आपकी वैल्यूबिलिटी के अकॉर्डिंग बदल जाता है. एज मच वैल्यू यू गिव टू द मैसेज, एज मोर सिंसियरली, with more efforts, you try to share that with the people. Yes or no? So communicative context too is very much important to decide your way of style. It can be the journal info when you are very much normal, very much basic, very much neutral to share the information. You are not giving much efforts to share that. Second one, when you want to make some kind of request, when you are sharing some good news, bad news, or very much important news with the people. So these all things, these all communicative context decides your way of style. And the last one is the purpose or objectivity. Is that clear? The purpose or objectivity. These two things, or I should say actually purpose and objectivity both are same. This two decides your style. आपके दिल में क्या objective है? What purpose means what motive, what target you have before sharing that information. आपके दिल में क्या motive है? Is that clear? जैसा मोटिव आपके दिमाग में होगा, आप जैसा मोटिव आपके जहन में होगा, जैसा आप चाहते होंगे, वैसा ही आपका स्टाइल चेंज हो जाएगा. इज दैट क्लियर? इज दैट क्लियर? So these are some of the things, these are some of the modes, these are some of the ways which decides our style of sharing technical understanding with anyone. Okay, let's move on to the Second slide. Now we are going to know three basic factor. हम यहां पर तीन वो बेसिक आधारभूत चीजों को जानने वाले हैं जो टेक्निकल स्टाइल को डिसाइड कराने में सबसे अहम भूमिका अदा करते हैं. अगेन आई एम सेइंग we are going to know three basic factors to decide the style in technical communication, which is the most important to decide it. जो बहुत ज्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट है किसी भी टेक्निकल शेयरिंग के ड्यूरेशन में आपके स्टाइल को डिसाइड करने के लिए. सो व्हाट आर दोस थ्री थिंग्स? फर्स्ट वन इज the words which are important. Those three things which are important, those three factors which are important are highlighted in red color. Is that clear? First one is audience, second one is context, and the third one is purpose. These three things are the basic one. ये तीन चीजें बेसिक फैक्टर की कैटेगरी में आती हैं. These three things comes to the category of basic factors which can change the style of anyone, as the audiences are, so as the style will be changed of the presenter, of the person who is sharing the knowledge. As the context means with what regard you are sharing, आप क्या संदर्भ है, what regard you have, आप क्या चाहते हैं, उसके ऊपर आपका स्टाइल डिसाइड करता है. एंड द लास्ट वन इज द पर्पस यू हैव इन योर माइंड बिफोर शेयरिंग दैट इंफॉर्मेशन. जो आपके जहन में, जो आपके दिमाग में मोटिव है, that to decide that style. So these three basic factors, which are audience as first, context as second, and the purpose as third, to decide the style of anyone who is sharing, who wants to share technical understanding with someone. Is that clear? Let's move ahead to the next slide. Now we are going to know the ABC element of technical communication. If any one of you will write it down in Google, ABC element of TC, of technical communication, you will get these three words in the search. आप उस सर्च में ये तीन शब्दों को पाएंगे. फर्स्ट वन इज A stands for accuracy, B stands for brevity, and C stands for clarity. As soon as you will hit the search button, you will get ABC elements as accuracy, brevity, and clarity in Google search. So let's understand these three basic elements, these three essential elements of technical communication. First one is accuracy. यदि मैं गलत नहीं हूं, accuracy is related to, accurate means something which is absolutely correct, जो बिल्कुल सही है. You cannot find anything wrong in it. जहां पर एक शब्द, एक चीज, एक पॉइंट, एक डेसिमल की भी गलती नहीं है, that is accurate. So when you come to share technical understanding with someone, you cannot like use lump sum amount of something. आप वहां पर lump sum amount यूज ही नहीं कर सकते. Lump sum of anything you cannot say that. You cannot say there. Is that clear? So accuracy depends on exactness, something which is very much exact, or the precision. Precision means shuddhata. Please do not get confused with the words, and as well as be focused on the way I am pronouncing the words. Be clear. Precision. Okay. This is ZH sound. Okay. Let's understand. Accuracy depends on exactness and precision. Second point is accuracy includes the exact information. The information you are swearing, that must be very much exact, very much accurate. Is that clear? And the third one is accuracy of expression must be very much clear, either in written or oral form. यदि आप accuracy maintain करना चाहते हैं, that must be maintained in your expression. वो आपके expression में भी maintain होनी चाहिए, चाहे आप बोल रहे हैं या लिख के expressions को दर्शाने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं. Is that clear? These 3 points explains accuracy very much clearly. Is that clear? Okay. Two way of pronouncing this accuracy is given. Accuracy is the right one. Accuracy, both are appropriate one, but you are supposed to follow the first way of pronouncing this word, accuracy. Is that clear? Let's move on to the second one. B element is brevity. What brevity is? Brevity is all about something where you are coming with less number of words with complete comprehension. जहां पर आप पूरे comprehension को clear कर रहे हैं, पूरी understanding को share कर रहे हैं, but that is with the minimal usage of words. वो सबसे कम शब्दों के साथ किया गया है. Is that clear what I'm saying? Is that clear? So understand brevity as well. It is the quality of being brief but comprehensive in expression. आप बहुत ज्यादा संक्षिप्त हैं, कंसाइज्ड हैं, कॉम्पैक्ट हैं, बहुत ज्यादा छोटा बोल रहे हैं, बहुत ज्यादा छोटा लिख रहे हैं, but without losing its comprehensiveness to the expression. Is that clear? Brevity is all about when you are very much compact, very much concised with the usage of words. Is that clear? So what is that thing, or what are those ways which can help us out to achieve brevity while saying something or while writing something, and while writing something technical? Okay, so there are two things which can help you out to achieve brevity in technical communication. First one is avoid repetition. Avoid repetition. Repetition means you are not supposed to repeat one expression which is already said by you, which is already written by you. जो चीज आप कह चुके हैं, something which you have already said, having a specific understanding to it. किसी भी एक खास understanding उस sentence के तहत आप बता चुके हैं. You are not supposed to have the same understanding again. There comes under the category of repetition. Is that clear? You need to keep yourself very much far away from the repetition of ideas, repetition of some words regularly while saying or writing. Second point is avoid wordiness. Wordiness means जहां पर आप शब्दों को ज्यादा यूज कर रहे हैं. यू नीड टू अवॉइड वर्डीनेस. यानी कि आप ज्यादा शब्दों का जितना यूज करेंगे उतना ही आप ब्रेविटी को खो देंगे. एज मच नंबर ऑफ वर्ड्स यू यूज टू से समथिंग, यू विल लूज द ब्रेविटी इनटू इट. आप ब्रेविटी को छोड़ देंगे यदि आप वर्डीनेस ज्यादा करते हैं. इज दैट क्लियर? लेट्स मूव अहेड टू नो द सी एलिमेंट. सी एलिमेंट इज clarity. Clarity means clarity is all about something when the expressions are very much understandable, very much comprehensible. Is that clear? मैंने जो कहा, जहां पर आपकी comprehensibility छूटती नहीं है, you are not losing your comprehensibility to say or to write anything. That comes to the clarity as the third C element in technical communication. So clarity in communication is the quality of being unambiguous. Unambiguous means something which is not clear. Sorry, which is very much clear. Ambiguous means अस्पष्टता. Unambiguous means clarity. So clarity in communication is the quality of being unambiguous and easily understood. When you are understandable while saying or while writing the things. Is that clear? So these are three elements of technical communication. So to know clarity a bit more, let's get this here on this slide. Are there some ways which can help us out to achieve clarity, to say or to write? टेक्निकल अंडरस्टैंडिंग. क्या ऐसा है कि जब आप टेक्निकल कम्युनिकेशन करने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं तो आप क्लैरिटी को अचीव कर पाए? यस, देयर आर सम ऑफ द वेज व्हिच कैन हेल्प यू आउट टू अचीव क्लैरिटी इनटू योर saying or into your writing. Is that clear? So let's understand these ways. The first one is using direct language. When you want to achieve clarity while saying something, while writing something, you are supposed to use the direct language. And direct language is all about something which states the statements directly. जो statements को directly कहते हैं. You are not trying to beating about the bush. आप beating about the bush, आप किसी भी हालत में घुमा फिरा के बात कर ही नहीं रहे. You are saying directly, and it is the essentiality of saying, it is the essentiality of using such thing while doing technical communication. It is very much important. आप direct language का use करके ही अपने technical communication को impressive बना सकते हैं. Second point is using specific words and concrete words. We can say it. Specific words. Specific words are those words which are related to that thing. That thing means which are related to the technical understanding directly. Is that clear? I would love to like use an example here. If I'm not wrong, if your mother is asking something about how and what device actually controls the petrol in your bike or car, you directly come up with one specific word which allows your bike or car to maintain to get the flow of petrol. That is carburetor. Yes or no? आप सभी लोग जानते हैं आपकी बाइक और कार में एक ऐसी डिवाइस होती है, एक ऐसा पार्ट होता है, एक ऐसा अरेंजमेंट होता है जो पेट्रोल के फ्लो को मेंटेन करता है एंड दैट मेंटेन्स एवरेज मींस माइलेज एज वेल. वही हमारे माइलेज को मेंटेन करता है, वो कार्बोरेटर होता है. यस और नो? आज की डेट में बहुत ज़्यादा सेंसस इक्विपमेंट्स यूज किए जा रहे हैं इन रिस्पेक्ट टू द कार्बोरेटर. आज की डेट में कारों में इलेक्ट्रॉनिक चिप्स के साथ कुछ डिवाइसेस यूज हो रही हैं. पहले कार्बोरेटर ही यूज होते थे, बट यू कैन नॉट अवॉइड द यूज ऑफ कार्बोरेटर इन द बाइक. स्टिल अभी भी बाइक्स में कार्बोरेटर का यूज बंद नहीं हुआ. सो सेइंग कार्बोरेटर डायरेक्टली is that specific and concrete word which can make people know what is that one thing which allows you to do so in a bike or in a car. Yes or no? That is something, the specific words are words, a word which is related to that specific field. वो शब्द जो उस चीज से related है. Is that clear? Okay, let's know the third thing. Avoid exaggeration. Exaggeration means एक छोटा सा शब्द बोलने जा रहा हूं. It is not just a word, it is actually a combination of word. बढ़ा चढ़ा के कहना. Is that clear? I'm sure all of you must be very much clear. बढ़ा चढ़ा के कहना means जब आप बहुत ज्यादा बढ़ा चढ़ा के किसी चीज को कहते हैं वो बोला जाता है exaggeration. Exaggeration means hyperbole सुना होगा आपने. Hyperbole बहुत ज्यादा बढ़ा चढ़ा के कहना. That too is a word. So avoid exaggeration. यदि आपको clarity achieve करनी है, if you want to achieve clarity, you need to avoid exaggeration into your speaking or into your writing. Is that clear? As well as you need to avoid artificial eloquence. Artificial eloquence means is all about something which makes your language a bit more powerful and effective. कोई भी ऐसे वर्ड, कोई भी ऐसा तरीका जो आपके बोलने को और आपके लिखने को और ज्यादा इंप्रेसिव और पावरफुल बना दे, लेकिन वो आर्टिफिशियली इट इज मेकिंग दैट क्लियर. इज दैट क्लियर? सपोज फॉर एन एग्जांपल, आर्टिफिशियल वे मैं यहां पर समझाने की कोशिश कर रहा हूं. आर्टिफिशियल इलोक्वेंस. इफ आई एम नॉट रॉन्ग, ऑल ऑफ यू आर क्वाइट informal with your mothers. आप लोग ज्यादातर बच्चे अपनी मदर्स के साथ quite informal हैं. But one day when you are using quite very much formal language with your mother, don't you think that your mother will ask something, क्या हुआ बेटा आज? Yes or no? Means she will get to know about that then and there, the way, the unique style you use to say something to your mother in that state. Yes or no? Exactly. That is an artificial eloquence. So you are not supposed to use that. You need to avoid exaggeration as well as artificial eloquence. And the third one is, and the last one is, fourth one, use of straight formation. यदि आपको clarity achieve करनी है, you are supposed to make the simplest way of formation to the sentence, जो सबसे ज्यादा आसान हो. Because you are trying to share, you are trying to impart the knowledge with others. If you will try to make that a bit typical, complex, people will not understand that. How you could be able to do your technical communication effectively in that case? You cannot say you were very much comprehensible to others. Is that clear? So these were some of the ways which you can use to achieve the clarity. Is that clear? So today in this video we'll cover this much of the contents only. Okay, some rest content we'll discuss in our next video. So Till then, thank you very much. Stay tuned with me and take care of your health. Thank you very much, everyone.